Today we're diving into a single, just beautiful story from this huge ancient text called the Avatamsaka Sutra. Now, this thing is epic. It explores the entire fabric of reality. But we're going to zoom in on just one conversation that holds what I think is a truly timeless guide to living a meaningful life.
At the very heart of this story is one of humanity's oldest, and let's be honest, biggest questions. It's not just about what you should believe, right? It's about how to act, how to think, and how to find real joy in the whole process of helping others. And we're about to explore one of the most elegant answers ever given.
So our story has two main players. On one side, you've got Sudhana. He's this young, really earnest seeker who's traveling the world on a quest for the ultimate truth. And on the other side, the being he's been searching for, the night goddess of the silent sea of sound. Yeah, what a name. She's this ancient sage who holds the key to his very next step. So Sudhana approaches the goddess, he bows, and he gets straight to the point. He doesn't ask for secrets of the universe or, some kind of magical power. He asks something way more practical. He asks, how should a bodhisattva, that's someone seeking enlightenment for everyone's sake, how should they actually learn and practice and live their path?
And this word, bodhisattva, is so important here. This isn't just about saving yourself. A bodhisattva is someone who is so driven by this huge compassion that they vow to become enlightened specifically so they can help every other living being find freedom from suffering. So that's the whole frame for Sudhana's really important question.
The goddess's answer is, well, it's incredible. She doesn't start with some complex philosophy or a secret meditation technique. Nope. She starts with the absolute foundation of her entire practice, a simple but just overwhelmingly powerful, compassionate intention.
She tells Sudhana about the vow that she took, and just listen to the scale of this. This isn't about helping a few people or making one little corner of the world a bit better. Her intention is to guide all beings out of the entire wilderness of sorrow, and to end the fundamental suffering that kind of defines our existence.
And this vow covers every kind of suffering you can imagine. I mean, from the immediate terror of being in danger, all the way to the subtle pains of resentment or losing someone that you love. Her whole path is built on this foundation of wanting to protect, to comfort, and to guide every single being toward a state of just ultimate, unshakable joy.
Now, a vow that big, it could be totally paralyzing, right? Where do you even start? But the goddess shows him exactly how she puts it into practice. She basically acts like a cosmic therapist, skillfully tailoring her approach to the specific needs of every single person she meets.
See, she doesn't have a one-size-fits-all solution. If someone is just consumed by anger, she guides them toward patience. If they're lazy, she inspires diligence. If they're arrogant, she teaches humility. It's like, for every mental affliction, she has the direct and specific remedy.
And this is the hands-on, practical work of compassion. It's not just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's a skill. Her goal is to give each person the exact tool they need to unlock the prison of their own mind and just move towards clarity and wisdom. So you might be thinking that dedicating your entire existence to dealing with the suffering of others would lead to total exhaustion, to burnout. But for the goddess, it's the exact opposite. This path of compassionate action actually leads her to a state of deep, unshakable joy. And that joy is constantly refueled by this awe-inspiring cosmic vision she has. She starts to describe what she sees when she looks at ultimate reality, at the nature of a fully awakened being. And she says it all starts with this: from every single pore of the Buddha, oceans of light emerge. And we're not talking about a little bit of light. We're talking boundless, endless oceans of light. More light than all the particles of dust in all the worlds combined. And this light isn't contained. It just radiates out, filling and illuminating every single corner of existence, every world, every reality. It leaves no place untouched by its brilliance. And here's the most important part. This light has a purpose. As it illuminates everything, it simultaneously extinguishes all suffering. It soothes all pain, it calms all fear, and it brings peace to all beings. The goddess explains that witnessing this magnificent, compassionate reality, seeing this endless process of illumination and healing moment after moment, that is what gives birth to what the text calls great joy within her. This isn't just regular happiness. It's a deep, resonant joy that becomes the fuel for her tireless work.
Sudhana is, of course, just stunned. He has to ask her, how long have you been on this path?
And her answer reveals that this profound state wasn't something she achieved in one lifetime or even 1,000.
And the sheer scale of her commitment is it's almost unimaginable. Her journey began countless eons ago when she was a tree spirit who saw a Buddha's enlightenment and was so inspired she decided to follow the same path. Across innumerable lifetimes, she was reborn in every form you can think of, always dedicating herself to serving others. She even practiced right here in our own world system, ages ago, before finally mastering the specific liberation gate of great joy that she's now teaching to Sudhana.
But how does a person actually develop this capacity? After sharing her history, the goddess summarizes her whole path for Sudhana. She basically distills eons of practice down into a set of core principles that anyone can cultivate.
She calls them the 10 great treasuries, though we're just showing the first 6 here. Think of them as the timeless curriculum for an aspiring bodhisattva. It all starts with radical generosity, living ethically, and having unshakable patience. And from there, it builds through joyful effort and a focused mind, all leading to the wisdom that sees reality as it truly is. This is the toolbox for changing the world.
And then, in this just incredible act of humility, after describing eons of practice and this profound realization, she tells Sudhana that what she knows is just one small piece of the puzzle. Her wisdom is just one liberation gate among countless others. And with that, she sends him on his way to his next teacher, reminding him, and all of us, that the path of learning and growth never, ever ends.
And that really brings us to the end of this incredible teaching. The Night Goddess offers this radical reframing of what a meaningful life is. She suggests that maybe the deepest, most resilient kind of joy doesn't come from chasing our own happiness, but from dedicating ourselves to the well-being of others. And that leaves us with a really powerful question to consider in our own lives.